Hello, my friends. How are you today? I am just pulling up my live. When you come in, say hello and let me know you are here. Hello, everyone. Just making sure we're in the right spot. As always, I always have that freak out moment. So when you pop in, say hello, just so I know you are here and can see comments. Hi, Heather. How are you? Come in. Let me know where you're tuning in from, especially if you're a first timer here. Just type in the comments and let me know that you're a first timer. Hey, Jason. And I need to move my mic cord here because it's in the frame, I'm noticing. My day is going good. The weather is cooled off for a couple of days here, so I'm very happy that we're in like the high 60s, low 70s here today. So much better. How is everybody doing? Hi, Amy. My cousin just tuned in from Minnesota. Everybody say hi, Amy. Just give it a few more minutes. You're trying to play catch up. I hear ya. Jason and I had a fabulous workshop this weekend. This past Saturday, we had our first Simply Inspired workshop and it went phenomenal. We had a great time. Okay, you guys, I think we are at the top of the hour. Anyhow, hello everyone. Good afternoon or good evening, whichever time zone you are watching me from. Today is Wednesday, September 15th. And my name is Tammy Savello. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of the San Francisco Bay Area, and I blog over at cardsbytlc.com. And I'm here for our weekly Crafty Wednesdays Facebook Live. If you are catching me live, you will see that little red live button in the top left-hand corner of your screen. If you do not see that button, that means you are catching me on the replay, either here, YouTube, or even my blog. Speaking of which, all of the sizes and dimensions of today's projects will be on my blog tomorrow, September 16th. Before we get started, I wanted to go over a few announcements. First off, the next Simply Inspired online workshop that I just mentioned that Jason and I do, he is my partner in crime. Registration is officially open. The class is on November 20th. It's a Saturday, and we are sending out enough materials to make 20 projects total. You're going to be making 8 tags, 4 pillow boxes, and 8 cards. It's going to be a fabulous afternoon of crafting and giveaways. So I hope you guys join us for that. The details and registration are all on my blog, cardsbytlc.com. So when you go to my blog, you will go to classes. I believe it's the last icon along my screen. Click that and click the painted Christmas photo, and it'll give you all the prices and details. Hey, Karen, how are you today? Next, we just have a few short weeks of our celebration promotion. So if you're looking to add some crafting supplies, now is the time to do that. This expires on September 20th. It's full of free products with qualifying orders. In fact, we are going to be using the beautifully penned designer paper on today's project. Speaking of today's project, do you want to see what it is? We are recreating, a couple of days ago I posted here and I believe on my Facebook, on all my social medias, for a teacher appreciation card. I have so many friends that are teachers, as well as many demonstrators that are teachers. I thought it would be fun to create a teacher appreciation card. In fact, the inspiration came from my fellow Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and she is a teacher, Zahara Premchi. She created a great card using the Sweet as a Peach bundle out of our annual catalog. She took the peach and turned them into little apples, and I absolutely fell in love with it. The punch that we are going to be using for the sentiments is also from my annual catalog. It is the double oval punch, and it punches out this scalloped little edge as well as a solid oval piece that interlocks with it and coordinates with it well. And then, of course, the sentiment is from another annual catalog stamp set called Color and Contour. We're going to be using You Are Absolutely Amazing and Thank You for Everything out of this bundle. I thought these were two amazing sentiments to make for a teacher card. So when I was coming up with this week's project, I realized I had not made a slimline card. So a slimline card is obviously a different size and dimension from your basic regular card, but it can go either horizontal or vertical. Either way, they're really fun to create, and they fit in just a basic legal size envelope, and it takes the guesswork on how to get a card or an envelope to go with it. So, and I thought it worked really well with today's layouts. Since we are pretty basic on the card today, I thought we would just go ahead and cut everything on camera. I didn't die cut on camera because I didn't want to have the camera shake. So I did pre-die cut everything, and I will show you that process before I run it through my cut and emboss machine. But we will go ahead and get started, and all the sizes and dimensions, as I mentioned earlier, will be on my blog tomorrow. Heather, you haven't made a slimline card yet. Perfect. I know I have to order some more envelopes as well. I'm actually probably going to go down to Walgreens or Target and get some legal size envelopes. Hi, Robin. How are you today? Thank you for stopping in. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to leave this in the top corner here. So kind of off to the camera, off to the side here, so it's out of the way. And we are going to go ahead and start by cutting our cardstock and our designer paper. The card stock that I'm using is Real Red, and like I said, it has different sizes and dimensions on cutting a basic card, because typically we would either cut it at 4 1/4 or 5 1/2, but today we are actually going to be cutting it at 8 1/4 by 7. So I need to open up my arm here on my trimmer. I believe that's all in the frame still. So we are going to be cutting it at 8 1/4 by 7. Oh, you haven't, Diana. Good. Okay, well, I'm glad to be doing a slimline card today. So it's actually really very, very simple and very easy. So those are your sizes and dimensions for that. And again, I'll post these on my blog tomorrow, but 8 1/4 by 7. I'm going to go ahead and score it at 3 1/2 since that's half of 7. Or you could just simply, and my cord here to my mic is getting in my trimmer. That's fun. Okay, so that leaves it a nice little crease line. Since I have my trimmer open, we're going to also go ahead and cut 2 pieces of the basic white for the outside of the card as well as the inside of the card. I think I'll just stand that up over here maybe a little bit. And then I have some basic white cardstock, and we're going to cut that at 3 1/4 by 8. So 3 1/4 by 8. So the piece that this actually leaves you with is actually the piece that we're going to be using to stamp our apples. So you don't really have a lot of waste there. But I do need to bring in a half of another piece here. Hi, Rebecca. 3 1/4 by 8. And then the final piece that we need to cut today before we put this trimmer piece away is our designer paper. So like I said, it is from the Beautifully Penned from our Celebration catalog. Comes 12 by 12 sheets. This very nice, kind of like it's not quite black, so it's like a grayish matte color. Or charcoal color maybe. And this is the piece that we are using, and I thought it actually goes really well. It kind of reminded me of a chalkboard and chalk lines. So I just thought it all kind of tied in really nicely. So the designer paper that we are cutting, I'm going to cut it at 2 inches by 8. And then we will get started on our stamping. Okay, let's get this out of the way. And I'm going to bring in just some grid paper to protect my surface. So the first thing I thought we would do is go ahead and do our stamping and die cutting of our apples, and then we can put it all together. It's going to be a quick and simple card, you guys. Very easy. Heather, you thought of looking like a chalkboard, but I can totally see that, right? I just thought that there were like lines, so you know how like in elementary school, I know some of our chalkboards had the pre-lines on them, and I just thought it was really cool how it kind of reminded me of that. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Poppy Parade. I thought Poppy Parade would be a nice shade of red. My Real Red ink pad is so old and it just didn't stamp really well. It just actually almost looked like a grayish red, and I didn't like the shade of red that it was. So I brought in Poppy Parade, and for the stems, I'm using Granny Apple Green. Now I know stems are not typically green, but brown just looked gross. So we just thought we would have a little fun with that and make it a little different. So let me open these up. And come in, and I'm going to do 3 here. And I'm hoping to get them on the thing. Now, if you notice, the stamp does have like a little bit of shading. That is the stamp. That is the way the stamp stamps out. It is I can't even think of the word. I know I have some fellow demonstrators on here to help me with the word. Distinctive? Is that the word I'm looking for? Oh, that would be a great idea. Embossing ABC on that designer paper as the background. Yes, that would actually, I might do that maybe after this, Diana, and post it, or even taking the plain alphabet dies and die cut the ABCs as well. That would be a really good idea. Thank you for that. I think I'll do that after the live and post it on here and show you guys. Thanks for that idea. That's what I love about lives and having fellow demonstrators come on and support you and watch you. Two. And I honestly think I could probably, I better bring in another, although I already have them pre-cut, but I didn't line it up just right there. Okay, so I did use the word distinctive. Very good. Okay, so we're going to bring in the dies, and like I said, I've already pre-cut them off camera, but I want to line up and show you what I do to help line them up and keep them in place. So to help prevent them from moving on the cut and emboss machine, I have some Post-it tape that I use. You can use any non-stick tape. I'm having trouble with words today. You can use any non-stick tape that will help it from not peeling back and ripping your paper. Removable. My gosh, Tammy. Okay, so I did that, and then I have my leaf or stem, and then I'm going to hold that down, and then I just run it through my die cutting machine. And through the magic of camera, voila, they're already done. Hi, Rosalie. How are you today? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment here on the outside, as well as we'll work on the inside. So let's go ahead and bring in the inside white piece. And then I have to cut this little inside strip. So I cut this is 8 inches across already. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that down to maybe 3/4 of an inch. Or maybe a 1/2 of an inch looks nicer. Actually, I kind of like the shorter version, guys, the thinner version. Do you like the thinner line or the top line? That's okay. You can certainly watch the beginning of the replay. Oh, I hope you're feeling better, or you're not too ill to be at the doctor's. What are you guys thinking? For the inside, do you like the thicker, or do you like that thinner line? Either piece I can use. Heather, you like the thicker line? Okay, 1 vote for the thicker line. You know me, you guys. I love your guys' opinions and votes. Thinner. Diana. Okay, so I have 1 thinner, 1 thicker. I could draw my own lines with the Stampin' Right marker, Jason. I just don't trust myself. I really don't. I'm not feeling that adventurous. Okay, so we're going to go with the thicker. I've received 2 votes for the thicker. So let's go ahead and bring in our Tombow glue. I am not feeling that adventurous, Jason. Sorry. You could draw your own lines. I might do it off camera, but I don't know if I feel adventurous to bring it on camera. But I do like Diana's idea about either embossing ABC or bringing in maybe those playful dies and do ABC on there. Okay, and then we are going to do Thank You for Everything in Poppy Parade. And then we'll put that aside. Actually, we'll probably just go ahead and adhere it into the card. There we go. Oh, I'm showing an interruption. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, I think we're back. Before I go forward, I'm sorry, for some reason my connection disconnected a little bit. Are we back on? Let me know if we are back on, because I don't want to move forward and miss this. I'm back. Okay, good. And I'm not sure if I cut this other piece correctly, because it is not folding very evenly. So let me just, what do you do? Live TV, folks. Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to bring in another piece of real red cardstock, because I'm not liking the way that that lined up really quickly. And we are going to do 8 1/4 by 7 again. Some reason that did not line up very well, and I think it's because it was when my mic cord got in the way. And 3 1/2. There we go. I may have done 3 1/4 on scoring that first time around. Who knows? But we're all fixed. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring this inside piece here. Bring in my Tombow, because you know this is my favorite adhesive. So, does anybody have a favorite teacher of all time? I have to honestly say that my favorite teacher of all time was, I went to Heald Business College, and my all-time favorite teacher is Carolyn Seifer, and she's actually an instructor at a local community college now, and has actually written a couple of English books as well. But she to this day, that woman is an inspiration to me. I'm still in touch with her, but she is hands down all of my all-time favorite teachers. Type in your comment your favorite teacher. I would love to hear it. Okay, let's go ahead and build the front here. So we're going to bring in our basic white. Rebecca, your first grade teacher. Robin, your first grade teacher. I honestly have to say, for elementary school, my 5th grade teacher was my all-time favorite. For elementary school, favorite teacher, Mrs. Small. And then my all-time inspirational teacher was Carolyn Seifer. Okay. You are my favorite teacher, Rebecca. Jason's one of my other favorite teachers. Rebecca's my favorite teacher. Okay, let's go ahead and take some glue dots and add our little stems to our apples. I want to place that here. Let's get the stems on first. Been busy reading comments. Okay. Rebecca, your 8th grade, or I'm sorry, Diana, your 8th grade teacher. Well, this is fun, you guys. Rosalie, favorite was bookkeeping teacher in high school. Oh, okay. I miss those traditional classes in high school. Bookkeeping, home ec, all of those day-to-day lifestyle classes that we need. I don't need calculus in my life. I don't need, unless I plan on being some scientist or something, I really don't need calculus in my life, although math was not my favorite subject. Oh, here's another fun question. What was your favorite subject? Mine was drama. Go figure. Although I did like journalism. Journalism was a lot of fun. Drama and choir. I knew I liked you, Heather. Drama and journalism were mine. I'm really struggling with the glue dots today. Okay. We are going to do for this last one, take your pick tool, and I found my take your pick tool. Put that on there. There we go. Okay. Now let's stamp our sentiments. You're absolutely amazing, Jason Food. Oh, I love you guys. Okay. We'll do it this way. And then we'll bring in our oval punch. It would help if I actually maybe stamped that straight. What do you think? Think stamping straight might work better? Okay. Let's try that straight. There we go. And I probably messed it up again. Oh, nope, we're good. I thought I went too high on that piece of paper. Okay. Let's bring these back and put down our apples. Now you can either pop up your apples or do them flat. I'm just going to go ahead and lay them flat. I liked the look of that better, but I am popping up my sentiment. Hi, Amy. Okay, put that there. We'll drop that one down there. I don't even want to know the conversation that Rebecca and Jason are having at this moment. All I see is Rebecca probably in the bathroom or something. So, not even... Oh. Found my tool. You know, it got buried in one of my buckets. I did not have my tool in the bathroom. Okay. Then I'm just kind of alternating these like that. And then What do you guys think? Do you guys like the black and white gingham, or do you guys think we should color it? Do you like the look of the black and white gingham, or do you want to color that on there? Your choice. But in the meantime, while you guys are deciding what you want to do, is I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down to the front of my card base, and I'm actually going to bring in my Stampin' Seal just for a little bit more substance and holding that down a little bit better. Thank you, Rosalie. So what do you guys think? I'm not seeing any votes yet for the gingham. Do you want me to keep it black and white, or do you want to color it the Poppy Parade color? What are you guys thinking? I am not seeing comments anymore. So, I'm not quite sure what happened. But can someone just do a quick hi, I'm here, just so I could see if the comments are showing up, because all of a sudden I think the comments decided to stop. Okay, Jason, I would leave it. Okay, there was just quite the delay for color. Black and white. Okay. I'm thinking we're going to leave it. Yep. We're going to go ahead and leave it at the traditional black and white gingham color. And so what I did here was I just kind of just did a ribbon type fold here behind the card, or behind the sentiments. So I'm just going to trim that just a little bit. And then I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Dimensionals, and we'll put the ribbon down behind that to hold it down. So those of you that have not made Slimline cards yet, did you find that this was easier than you thought or anticipated? And then I'm going to go ahead and put that down and give it a little bit of a haircut. And then we will finish off the card with some bling. You gotta have the bling. You know me and my bling. Heather, you were concerned about the difficulty, but wasn't sure about the measurements, and you need envelopes. Okay. Yeah, legal size envelopes. You could honestly do... If you have one of the older envelope boards, you can create your own. But they're very simple to make. And it just gives you a great canvas and background to do pretty much anything. I did an ice cream card on YouTube. I have a YouTube video up there on the ice cream bundle out of the annual catalog, and that is done from a Slimline card. So that was probably the last time that I actually made a Slimline card. Okay, I'm going to come in with my Take My Pick tool since I have it, and use my putty side and place down my rhinestones. And then we are done with the card. Okay. We are done, you guys. What do you think? My card is very peachy. I love it. Thank you, Robin. Okay. We are done. Do you guys like it? It makes the perfect teacher card, right? Good. I'm glad you guys love it. Yay. Okay, so for this week's giveaway, I'm giving away this card for that special teacher in your life. So for the code word for this week, it will be #teacher. So if you would like to be entered in this week's drawing, please be sure to use the #teacher in the comment below. As always, I'll be doing my little spin the wheel this Friday the 17th. I want to thank you guys all for joining me. I really appreciate you stopping in each week. I'll have this video uploaded to my YouTube channel in a bit. Speaking of YouTube, I'll be adding additional crafting videos starting next week. So be sure to head over to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be sure to I'll be sure to post the link here on this page, so you'll be able to go over and subscribe. So be sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. But I will make sure that I post that link here shortly. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me for another Crafty Wednesday. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next week as well. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Bye.